YouTube, welcome. It is Dr. Dion Napier with Amplify Vocal Studio. You guys come on in. If you are new to my channel, I am again Dr. Dion Napier. I am an 11-year university trained operatic soprano turned commercial style voice coach. And I help professional level opera singers and bel canto voice teachers learn how to sing commercial music without sounding operatic. That's what I do. Come on in. What's up? It looks like Angela. Hi, Angela. Hey, you guys. Today, I want to talk about strengthening scuro. Okay, strengthening scuro. What is scuro? That's that warmth that you need in your sound, right? So when you're singing classical as well as when you're singing commercial music, the goal is to find a lot of times that chiaro-scuro balance as a foundation. The contemporary term for that is just a balance mix, okay? But you want to have the bright, whiny quality as well as what I call a dopey or warm quality. So if you want to think about the two W's, you want whiny and you want warm, okay? You want to have those blended or mixed so that it sounds like a speechy quality. It sounds really balanced. So this live is inspired from a coaching that I did yesterday, and I started thinking about it. I was like, I think other people will probably be able to benefit from this. So a lot of times with operatic sopranos, classical sopranos, we have that forward placement, kind of that bright, that whiny is already in our voice. But it's the scuro, it's that bottom part that we feel like, I can't access it. And I have a lot of ladies to ask me, like, I feel like I can mix, but it's too light. Have you ever said that? Ever thought that? I'm sorry, I just spit on the camera. I'm sorry, y'all. But if you feel like your mix is just too light, like it's just kind of sitting right here, like that Disney princess kind of, that Disney princess, that pretty mix, and you want something that sounds fuller and beltier, typically it's because you don't have the right amount of scuro or warmth in that, or chest resonance in that mix. So I want to talk about that. So the first step that you're going to take to strengthen scuro, you got to have a secure chest voice. Okay, so classical ladies, opera singers, if your chest voice is real weak because you've been singing head voice dominant, you're going to have to strengthen that head or that chest voice, okay? Whatever exercises you can do for chest voice is fine. I don't want to just throw you a lot of exercises. I just want to give you a strategy to get this result. Okay, you can do a hey, 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 a buh, 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 muh, 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 anything like that on a 5-tone scale, just super easy. So, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. You just want to get back to that speechy chest voice coordination. Okay, so you do the exercises and figure that out. All right. The next step, once that chest voice is locked in and secured, the next thing that I would recommend is doing vocal fry specifically between the pitches of E4 and B4. Okay, so I did a live several weeks ago about that messy middle for classical singers. You know what I mean? A lot of times, some of y'all sopranos got that chest voice. You can belt up to a certain area, but then it flips over into this head voice quality that you don't like and it don't match, right? So it's in that middle. How do we get the balance in the middle of the whiny and the warm? So that's why I'm saying isolate E4 to B4, and you want to do vocal fry. Vocal fry is a game changer. Vocal fry strengthens your vocal cord muscles themselves. Okay, it's like toning them vocal cord muscles, and it's going to produce a different, an edgier tone quality that sounds more contemporary. That's what y'all got to know. It's not adding more volume to your sound. It ain't singing louder, because if you try to sing louder, that's when you're going to get that obvious flip into head voice. It is a refined chord closure and an enhanced tone quality that you want in that messy middle, and you're going to achieve that through vocal fry. So here are the vowels. Now I'm giving y'all some nuggets today. So I hope you got your notebooks out. You can go back and catch the replay, whatever, but I'm giving it all to you because, like I said, I'm inspired after this lesson I had yesterday. I want to help y'all out. So the recommended vowels to do the vocal fry, I would say ah, and So this is what it would sound like. Hear mine sound a little raggedy, right? I got to get mine together too. Let's try it again. Take it up. Now, when you do your vocal fry, you're going to feel it. It's supposed to feel groggy. It's going to feel unstable. You're going to feel like your voice don't really know what to do. And the truth is, it doesn't know what to do yet, because you as a classical singer are not used to singing on the edges of your vocal cords. You are used to singing with much more vocal cord mass all the time. So it's different. Don't let that stuff distract you. Just keep going. Okay, here we go. So those are the vowels. Why did I choose those vowels? Those vowels lean more toward belt-like quality. When you're belting, you like the open vowels, or at least the neutral. A. That's going to sound beltier. That's why you want to use those vowels coupled with the vocal fry in this messy middle, E4 to B4. Okay, so y'all go practice that, do your work. Now, after you do the vocal fry, you want to do some 5-tone scales, still in this E4 to B4 region. This is the area we targeting, because this where all the struggle happens. So we're gonna target it, okay? So you can do easy 5-tone scales again on the ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. And the thing is, you want to keep it light. Don't overly compress. Again, you're not trying to make it louder. You want to improve tone quality, not volume. Okay. What did I put right here? If you need to do some fry on the onset, you can do that as well on the 5 tones. So, if you need to, you can do that. You can also do some fry slides on still in this little tiny range. So come down. How do you know when it's right? This question came up in my lesson yesterday. How do I know when it's right? You'll know when it's right when you sing it and it feels like it's got like a little edge on it, like a sharpness, like a what word? It's almost like a steel or a silvery kind of quality. That's the best way I can describe it. That's how you know that you on them thin edges. That's how you know it's right. If you still getting breathiness, just keep working the vocal fry to strengthen those edges, and eventually it will get clear and clean, and it will have like a pop to it in this middle without you having to chest drag. That's the goal. Now, how do we apply this into songs? And y'all get your questions ready if you have them. I'm going to take questions in a minute. How do you apply this into songs? So my client yesterday was working on I Speak Jesus, and it's perfect. So what you would do, an exercise on bus. So the words are shout Jesus from the mountains, Jesus in the street. Y'all may know that. It's right there in this little messy middle part, right? So you can't switch into like this heady mix after singing in your chest voice, because it will sound like a mismatched resonance. It'll sound like two different voices. So here's how you practice that. Do it on ba. Ba 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 right? Practice it on the ba. Y'all, the reason you do these vocal exercises is so your brain can remember when you go in to sing, like, ba, ba. Oh, I remember that low larynx position. Shout Jesus from the mountain. Ba, shout see that? That's why you do the exercises, okay? So you can do it again on ba, 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 ba. Not ba, 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 ba. You hear how this kind of heady? Ba, 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 ba. It's really forward. Now I have to be careful because my voice is naturally really forward as well. So this is I can talk about this stuff because I have been through it and am going through it. So I'm telling y'all like all the insider secrets because this is what it is on the back end, you know? So you want to work on that scuro. The way that you do that is dropping that jaw. Ba, 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 ba. That's how you do that. And then you go insert your lyrics in that same position. Shout Jesus from the mountain, Jesus in the stream. See? Next one. Ba, 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 ba. Jesus in the darkness over every enemy. It takes control because your voice will want to, because you're in that chest voice, it's gonna the thicker chord coordination is gonna want to take over, but you have to restrain it. You have to restrain it because if you let them thick chords take over, it's gonna sound like two different voices, and that ain't what you want. Okay. So then the next part, Jesus for my family, is on this C, I think. Every enemy, and then ba 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 ba. Right, ba. Insert the words, keeping that scuro. Jesus for my family, I speak the holy name, Jesus. That's in my middle voice, you see, but I'm not chest dragging, and it also don't sound like I'm like head dominant. Do you know what I mean? It's got that bottom, that scuro in it. Okay, so that would be the way I would recommend that you practice, and you just insert that into whatever song. This is the song that came into my studio yesterday, so that's fresh on my mind. But that is the way that you work it, and you strengthen that scuro so you can have that nice balanced mix that you need, especially in the middle voice. I hope this made sense. You can drop your questions if you have them. Leave me some feedback. Let me know. I'm going to get a drink and tell you about my traction event that's coming up next Tuesday. You can go ahead and drop your questions if you have them. But next Tuesday, January 21st through the 24th, I'm hosting a live 4-day event called Traction. This event is a vocal cross-training event, and it is exclusively for professional level opera singers and bel canto voice teachers that are wanting to learn how to get a commercial sound in their classical voice. Okay, if you are not either of those persons or groups of people and you just trying to learn how to sing better, this is not the event for you. This is for people that's already singing and making money using their voice, okay? And they're trying to expand their skill set, and they're trying to level up, and they're trying to get into this commercial flow because that's the way the industry's going, and they don't want to be left out of that. Okay, so those are the people that I'm talking to. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what we're going to do in Traction. So on day one, I'm going to teach you how to get a foundational contemporary mixed voice. Okay, you can't sing commercial music sounding classical. You gotta know, step one, you gotta know how to mix. So we're gonna go over that on day one. Day two, I'm bringing in a special guest. We're gonna talk about the spiritual roots and foundations of anxiety and rejection. We're gonna deal with the soul issues. Okay, so that's on day two. You don't want to miss that. It's gonna be a great spiritual equipping. Days 3 and 4, we're gonna talk about how to get a contemporary style belt, as well as how to navigate bridges in a contemporary way, because you're not navigating your bridges bringing head voice down like you do in opera and classical. You ain't doing that. You have to navigate those bridges differently, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. Okay, so that's what the 4 days are going to be. There will be some people coming up for live hot seats, live mini coaching, so you can see how this stuff is applied. You can see me work with other singers. So that's what it is. So if you are interested and you want to join that, and you know you need to join that, I want you to DM me the word Traction, and I'll send you the link. The event will take place in a private Facebook group every day at 12 p.m. noon. I will teach for maybe 30, 45 minutes, or we'll be together. I'll say I won't be teaching that whole time, but 30 to 45 minutes max, and then that's it. Replays will be available. So if you can't join live, don't make that excuse. You can catch the replays. I'll leave them up for a short time so you can get the knowledge, get the things that you need. We can chat, and then you can still progress. Okay, this 2025, just kill the excuses. I'm in Eastern time zone. That's a good question. Sorry, I didn't say that. So it's 12 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, Eastern time. Somebody said, thank you for your video. I'm not a pro, but I have one question. Is it normal that my voice hurt a little when I do the vocal fry? No, that's not normal. If your voice is hurting while you're doing vocal fry, you're doing something wrong. And you're probably trying to make the chords come together using extrinsic muscles in the larynx. That's not what that is. Vocal fry is groggy morning voice. It's so lazy that a lot of times when people do it, they feel like they ain't doing it right, like they're not doing enough, but it's super lazy primal sound. So right, if you get up to go to work, or you get up and you got to go to work but you don't want to, and sometimes it's like, I don't want to go, you know, like that grumble. Another way to approach vocal fry is through Britney Spears. Oh, baby, baby. You can imitate that, okay? But no, it should not hurt. So if it's hurt, you need to chill. You need to sit down and relax. Don't try so hard, and then try to lock into it from there. Can you do a tenor tone? I don't know what you're talking about. Angela said, y'all, it is the truth. Angela, thank you for being here. Let's see. I'm trying to go see if I have any other questions. DM me the word traction for the event. Somebody said, I love your voice. Any plans to come to Vienna? No, I don't have any plans to come to Vienna anytime soon. I was in Austria in 2007. It's been a long time. So I have been over there to your part of the world, but no plans to come anytime soon. Does this also apply to church music? Yes, this can apply to church music. Absolutely. What I'm giving you is foundationally how to use your voice, and the applications are for whatever style. Do you know what I mean? You just add your style elements and do whatever. But I'm showing you that underpinning skeleton of how to do this stuff so you're not injuring your voice, right? So you're not straining and working hard. That's all that is. So yes, it can apply to that. Let's see. I think that's it, y'all. Any other questions? Somebody said they're DMing me. Okay, that's fine. Any other questions before I go? I hope this was helpful. Replay watchers, I always appreciate you guys. So feel free to leave your comments, leave your questions, or DM me traction for the event link that starts next Tuesday. Okay. Somebody said thank you. You're welcome. All right, you all. Y'all have a great rest of your day and weekend. I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.